try to sophisticate it, they make it more complicated. They're obviously complex. They've made it more complex, and in your discovery now, it's annoying. It's an interruption to your decision. You're ready to make a decision, and they're interrupting that. And so they've created an annoyance in the system.
Well, that actually feeds into paranoia, because now I have to get paranoid about, maybe it's messed up my YouTube channel, Now I have to get paranoid about that.
I mean, they don't care about us. They don't give a shit about us. This is like an amorphous thing. It's not intending to do anything. It just operates within its own orbit. It's not intending to do anything to you. It's just,
Yeah, I think you're missing the point. It feeds into paranoia.
But I don't think you don't have to see it as paranoia. You can just see it as a pure annoyance.
I'm not saying they're being paranoid. I'm saying it feeds into paranoia. It makes me paranoid about maybe something on my channel has been messed up. Why do you misread everything I'm saying?
I'm saying but you're interpreting it that way for yourself. That's your interpretation.
It's not an interpretation. It's an instinctual reaction. There's a difference.
I mean, I don't experience that as paranoia. I mean, as a paranoid.
You don't get paranoid about it because you don't know anything about YouTube, so there's nothing for you to care about then.
Well, it certainly messes up a process that that you have been counting on, and I totally get your upsetness about that. I totally see that.
It's not the point. It's the principle of the thing. Okay? A mundane website, when you're doing a mundane function, does not have the right to fuck with you. It's that simple.
But it's not like it's not allowing you to do what you want to do. It just has added a step.
Do you know what it says? If you delete now, your changes may be lost. Okay?
Yeah.
So that means that now, for the rest of your life, whenever you visit your YouTube channel, paranoid personalities will always have to wonder, I wonder if anything ever happened to my YouTube channel. I wonder if I ever lost any information and I'll never know about it.
It's only referring to those two letters. It's only referencing the point, the thing you just did. It doesn't reference anything else.
Yeah, but why would it be only referencing to something that's ridiculous that just happens on a main YouTube channel?
I don't know enough about how it's a bit like.
I mean, the only explanation maybe is that because I'm logged in my personal name, and it doesn't determine the difference between a main page and your own personal channel. I would have to log out, and maybe then it wouldn't do that.
Probably.
But I don't have the patience to experiment with stuff like that because it pisses me off.
Like, for instance, I send like all longer emails or something like that. I send them.
It's not email. It's not Microsoft Word.
No, but I'm trying to give an example.
It's not an example because it doesn't relate to what I'm talking about. I mean, you already said you don't know anything about YouTube, so why can't we just leave it at that?
Yeah, well, no, we can't. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to add it into.
I'll just say. No, the point is, it's ridiculous if you're just typing in two letters.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to speak to the thing. That's all. position. I want so badly to find a kind of a path for your own interaction and just being able to express yourself. Like that's so important. And
Yeah.
I feel just an agony. It really, just absolutely.
I've literally never have a single experience in my life where, like people don't treat me horribly. Not once in my life. So that happened. So.
It's just an awful thing to feel.
It's not, you're acting like I'm making it up. Like it's.
To experience that, that is a suffering that is beyond belief. I don't have any way of speaking. I have to be silent in that suffering because this is that is such a deep suffering. That if this world has been cruel in this way, unwelcome in any way, this is a suffering that I can only be with that in silence because I have nothing to, talk you out of or some other. This is a truth that is too big for me. My heart cannot do anything with it other than to be with you and sort of sorrow with you. That's all I can do. You are my precious son, who I love and who I want another life for you than a life of permanent suffering. All right, and of massive alienation.